Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin here just before the weekly candle close. Still 3.5 hours to go. That's normally the time when the volatility picks up, but maybe this time it's different. But yeah, often you see it towards the weekly candle close that there's quite a bit of movement. Just really wanted to focus on this smaller section here, this most imminent price movement, because this is what everybody's looking at the moment. We are still investigating the case if this fairly large wave 2 retracement here is possibly finished. That is at least how we can understand it in the bullish scenario, that this is a wave 2 correction. Of course, there's also the possibility for the bearish scenario to play out, and I covered that extensively today in the members live stream. But anyway, we won't need to look into that in too much detail until we break below the $18,900 level. That is a very, very important level here highlighted in red. As long as we hold above that, the bullish scenario will stay with 60% probability. So in this move down, we can count 5 waves now pretty clearly. And for me, the only question is, has this move down here, that 5th wave of the wave 2 there, of the C wave of the wave 2, is this 5th wave here complete? I mean, I'm quite happy it worked out like that. It basically did spot on what we talked about. We came down here, this whole correction worked out nicely actually. Came down, we moved up in the reversal area here, that was a short area, moved down. Told you here we're probably going to get that wave 4 retracement, which happened in the reversal area. We smashed down in a 5-wave move, and we've basically come down to the 20k level. We could even, one key fib level points towards that $19,450 level. Wouldn't be not necessarily be a problem to get to that level as long as we're holding above the 18.9k. Now there's a few possibilities how this 5-wave move to the downside can be labeled, because we can count 5 waves down, and it could very well be that we're already in the move up, but there's no clear evidence really, or no evidence at all, that the low is already in. It's basically you have to go with the trend until the trend is broken. The first indication is that we can count 5 waves as complete, because this would be a 5th wave this would be a 5th wave which has 5 waves in itself. Therefore, we need to be able to count 5 waves as complete. And we can do that. And that is the first indication that it might be turning around. We talked about the bullish divergence already on the indicators here. For example, on the 1 hour, you can see that, we made lower lows, we make higher lows on the RSI and on the MACD and so on. But for me, the key level here is to break above this previous high here at 20,760. I talked about that level before. That would be highly relevant to basically confirm that we are going higher, at least to bolster that case that we are going higher. There's a few key levels depending on how we label this. So this is the way I went with anyway. So you know that one. That's one way of labeling it. I want to show you an alternative that is possible as well, just sort of making a bit more sense. In this scenario, we can say the wave 4 ended here, and this was the wave C. I take the subwaves out, don't need them anymore. That this was a wave A, this was a wave B, so also a 3-wave move, A, B, C, and that this was the wave C. This is also possible to label, but in that case, I would only start the count down from here. This was then the wave 1, this was then the wave 2, a short wave 2 though. This would have been the wave 3, this would have been the wave 4, and this could be the wave 5. Yeah, also this is a 5-wave move, and it's fine, it's valid. But what is also possible is that the wave 4, and that is why I'm thinking, could this still be a wave 4? We're always investigating here, and that wave 4s are super, super boring. This was a wave 4. Yeah, super boring for 6 days, no movement. And if I look at that and I see that movement, this could very well still be a wave 4, very honest with you, yeah. And then it's just a question, I'm just thinking, that was maybe the 3. This wave 4 is still evolving. Again, there's a few possibilities, and we're doing micro counting here. This could, for example, just have been a wave A, B, C. Yeah, now in a wave 4. I think that might be actually not too unlikely, or even here, this is probably more likely. And then the wave 4 is still unfolding, yeah. And then the wave 5 is still coming. Therefore, I'm telling you, without that confirmation here above, and there's a few key levels now with this adjusted wave count, which I think is a bit more likely, given that, yes, the wave 1 is quite long, but the fact that we are moving sideways for so long could indicate that the wave 4 is actually still ongoing. Yeah, could be a triangle. So again, that's what I mean. Until we break certain levels, we need to focus on lower. Now with this wave count, this wave 1 low is very important at 20,535. So I'll put that on the chart, or let's call it 20,550. And then here that is even, yeah, that's important. And then the 20,760 level, as I said before, these are the very important levels that we want to get above. That would bolster the case here that the low is already in, yeah. And then of course, depending on if we go a bit lower from here, then we can lower that key level down, yeah, then it will be the wave 4 high. At the moment, it's not very clear if we are still in a wave 4, yeah. I think we are, to be honest, because at the moment, all we're doing here is basically sideways, and that really, really smells like boring wave 4. Okay, so we need to be aware that we could still have one more leg down. That is possible, and again, I pointed before towards that 19,450 level anyway, so it might be something we will see. Therefore, always wait for confirmation, in case of we still go lower. So just going long because you think we are going up is just a bit more risky. But to me, fair enough. I mean, I do expect a move up after this, and that could be an impulsive move up, but even in the bearish scenario, we expect a corrective move up, and both of these can of course be traded. So for me at the moment, we are very, very close to the low, and there is a recovery is due or even overdue now, and that remains my view. But again, based on this, we could still drop one more leg down. There is no clear evidence that we are already reversing to the upside. Okay, and that's my update. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.